channels. Okay, so move up. All right, if you can't find it, just listen on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each of the points of the rep agreement. I'm not going to read it. I mean, if you want to sit and read it, that's fine. I'll just explain each point and tell you what it means. It's pretty explanatory. Okay, so number one, it says the sales rep shall personally solicit from time to time for consumers' products, various marketing methods to be determined by the sales rep on an annual basis or otherwise in a permanent retail establishment. Number one means you can't set up a store in the mall and start selling Cutco. Okay, you can't set up permanent retail establishments. It also says you can't sell on the internet, you can't sell them on Craigslist or eBay or those types of things. Cutco's always looking there. If they catch you doing that, they'll terminate your agreement. Okay. Oh, by the way, I should do this. On the top corner of your rep agreement is a rep number. That rep number is really important. Okay. So please write that number in a bunch of different places. Did you lose your thing? Please don't lose your yellow copy that I gave you. This one here. Looks like this. That's your sample. It's your sales rep agreement. Okay, so take that rep number and write it in 3 different places right now. Okay, write it in your notes, write it on your training manual, put it on your phone if you need to, tattoo it on your arm if you want, whatever you need to do. Okay, so don't lose the number. Can I give it back to you? Hey, Stevie? Steve? We'll find yours. Okay, so just write in a bunch of places.
I found it.
Got it? Never mind. Steve, never mind. All right. All right, so that rep number is really important. All right, in our office, you're Alexis and Chavez and Jennifer. In Olean, you're number 332-649-8692. That's who you are. Okay, so the point is that you need to make sure that you don't lose that rep number. Okay? Or you get like henna tattoos. Rep numbers. Okay, so anyway, so know your rep number. Okay, so number one, I explained no internet, no permanent retail establishments. All right, number two, as orders are received and reviewed if accepted by the company and administration offices in Olean, shipments are made directly to the customer. That means you don't have to deliver the products; we deliver the products for you. Okay. The company agrees to pay the sales rep commission on all personal orders that are all personally solicited orders that are shipped and maintained by the customer. Commissions begin at 10% and increase based upon career sales. Commissions are paid out weekly, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Here's the thing with number two. Okay, it's 2 parts. They're talking about pay again, all right? So what they're talking about in 2 is the first thing they're talking about is incentive pay. And what they're saying is anytime you have an order, you get paid on the order. That's it, okay? If the customer gets an order, you get paid on it. So let me ask you this. Let's say you know someone who's 19 years old, they love fishing, and they want to buy a fisherman solution from you because they think the knife's great. Can you sell them a fisherman solution? Yes. Of course you can, okay? Will you get paid on that order? Yes, okay. However, should you put them on your time card as in a base pay appointment? No, why? Because they're not the right age. Okay? So they don't count as a base pay, all right? So that's the reason I'm doing this, okay? So this is based upon orders. The rule for orders is they get an order, all right? This base pay, these are the rules for base pay, all right? So you will still get paid on that order, and that's just doesn't count as an appointment. You don't put it on your time card as an appointment, okay? So let's say you know someone who is, they live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They're an aunt of yours, and they heard you're selling Cutco, and you said, hey, look, auntie, go on Cutco.com, look up Cutco, look up a bunch of the sets, tell me if you're interested in anything. There's something called a homemaker set. You can actually try it out if you like for $213. You give me a credit card number over the phone. I can send it to you. You can play with it. If you like some of it and you don't like all of it, you can just keep what you like and you just pay for what you like. If you like everything, you can pay it off over 5 months. If you don't like anything, you just send it back and you get the $213 back. So, why don't you try that out? Great. Okay, so that's how it goes. So that counts as an order. Okay, will you get paid on that order? Yeah. Yes. Okay, it's an order. Okay, you can sell it to anybody in the continental U.S. Okay. Not if they return it, if they keep it. Okay, the first they write you an order for $213. Okay, there you go. All right, so you get paid for the order. All right, so it counts as an order. It's an order. All right, so you can't sit around at home, write up a whole bunch of homemaker orders, and turn them all back in and keep all the money. That's not how it works. Okay, so the point is that it counts as an order. However, do you put that person on your base pay sheet? No. Okay, because you didn't drive to another state, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and do a presentation. Okay, so it doesn't count as an appointment. It just counts as an order. We're getting this. Yes. Okay. One more, okay? So you have a family friend. They're 28. They're married, and they decide that they've been living together they're married, okay? They have a kid, and you really think they're going to buy Cutco. Can you do a demo for them? If they buy something, do you get paid? Yes. Do they go on your time card? No, they don't.
They're not 30.
Because they're 28. Okay? So that's how it goes. Those are the rules. You have to be over 30. Now, if you think they're going to, so the company says, look, if they buy, we'll pay you. Okay? Fine. Okay? So if you get a sale, they're not going to stop you from getting paid on a sale. But they're saying, if we're going to pay base pay, these are the people that we know that we can pay base pay on, and it's profitable for the company, and we know the numbers and the averages. Okay? So that's how it goes. So you have to be over 30 for this. But incentive, hey, they don't care who you sell to. You can do a demo for your dog if you want, okay? Your dog buys something, the credit card goes through, hey, you get paid on it, okay? So that's how it goes, right? But unless you have a really old dog and has a job, you can't put them on the base pay sheet, okay? So, make sense? All right? This is based on rules, this is based on rules, right? So I just want to make sure everyone has that clear, because sometimes it mixes up in people's heads. All right, by the way, if you go down here to, yeah, it says 25. I have the old contracts. I haven't updated it. They made it 30, so I'm going to cross that out right 30, where it says potential customer, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So it's 30. And by the way, I'll put these in later. It just says base pay. The base pay, there's some blanks down there. The base pay for the sales rep minimum incentive program is $17.25, and the base pay period is weekly. So they're going to get paid weekly and $17. All right, so 3 is just the chart again. We don't need the chart. All right, let's go to 4. On the back. All right, number 4 is my favorite part of this job. I don't know, did I tell you guys that I left the company for a while? Right?
Yeah.
Used to that? Okay. So I left the company for 3 years. Okay. And I worked for Kaplan. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I worked for Kaplan, and I was working. I was making like $60,000 a year, working for really stupid people. So here's the thing. Okay. And I was what's called an employee for a little while. Okay. And I found out that I don't like being an employee. Very quickly. So, see, there's 2 types of people who work in America. There's people who work for other people, and there's people who work for themselves. And again, who makes more money? People who work for themselves. Okay, Jay-Z has a record company. Nas works for a record company. Who has more money? Jay-Z. Okay, it's really simple, right? So people who work for themselves make more money. Now, the government hates employees. I don't know why, but they hate them. Okay, and they steal lots and lots of money from employees. But anyway, okay, so that's how it goes. But they do like business owners. They love business owners because they stimulate the economy and they hire people and they create all kinds of stuff. So what happens is business owners pay taxes a little bit differently than employees, okay? And so what number 4 is saying, it says the sales rep agrees that he or she should not at any time represent himself or herself as an employee of the company. Say, for example, the best example I can use is McDonald's Corporation. Okay? There's 2 types of people who work for McDonald's Corporation. There's people who are employees of a McDonald's restaurant, okay? And there's people who own a McDonald's restaurant who are franchisees for McDonald's Corporation. So as far as this goes, let's say we were in training today for McDonald's, and you were employees. You're going to be employees for my franchise, okay, for my franchise building. Well, who would tell you when you work? I would, okay? Who would tell you how much you're worth? I would, okay, and you would give up your freedom, okay, for $8 an hour, okay? I said, I give you $8, put this paper hat on. I like this paper hat. I don't care. You get your $8 then, okay? So that's how it goes. You do what I tell you to do for that hour, okay? And that's how it works. So that's what's called an employee. Now, when you're an employee or what's called a W-2 or an employee, what happens is, so you get your pay. So I tell you how many hours you're going to work. You have your hours. The boss tells you hours. And then the boss tells you how much you're worth. And then they time that together, and then you get your pay, right? But do you get to take that home?
No.
No, then what happens?
Government.
Yeah, then the government takes about a third of your check. And then you get your pay, right? But there's a hidden thing in there. Like, who pays for the Metro card to get back and forth to McDonald's? Who pays for the gas to get back and forth to McDonald's? You get your shirt stained. Who pays for the cleaning? You do, okay? See, so there's other expenses that go into your job. Then you have what's called job expenses. And then you get what's left. Okay? And then you get whatever's left. Okay? Now, when you're what's called an independent contractor or a business owner, they do it a little bit differently, okay? And you're what's called a 1099, okay? And here's why it's different. Because who tells you as far as, well, if you were a franchisee for McDonald's, who would tell you when your doors are open?